Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Real Film Talk. My name is Will Bronlick. Now sit back, grab some snacks, and enjoy the review. Today, we will take a walk down the yellow brick road one more time until the next movie comes out. Seriously, you need to make more? We'll be reviewing Wicked for Good. Here is my reaction for the trailer. Now, if you please, join me as we go somewhere over the rainbow and through the yellow brick road to the wonderful world of Oz to get ready for a movie 1 year in the making. Seriously, the hype has not died down at all. This is Wicked for Good.
Alpha with Rob, I know you're out here. Just come in before the monkeys spot you.
So basically at this point she's still being hunted and the monkeys aren't following her right now. Hey, a little jump scare there.
This is between us, the wizard, and I.
The Wicked Witch can't elude us forever.
See, her name, Madame Morble, just spelled evil. Like, even if you were not familiar with the property, you would at least know that she was gonna be villainous in some way.
The wonderful Wizard of
Jeff
Oz.
Goldblum, otherwise known as the Wizard of Oz. Haha.
Alphaba. They're coming for you.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason.
The costumes are still fantastic. I'm not gonna lie.
I know I'm who I am today because I knew you.
Think of what we could do together.
Like a comet pulled from orbit.
Literally 1 year later.
Passes the sun. Like a seed dropped by a sky.
The epic conclusion. Oh, there's Dorothy. And she's got the silver slippers this time, not ruby, just like the book.
You can say I've been changed for the better.
Bring me the broom of the Wicked Witch of the West.
For a while there, I thought you
Ooh.
changed.
Looks like Fiyero is changing sides here.
It's time.
See, I feel like with a wedding scene, it like never goes right at all. If ever, rarely at all.
Knew you
You're the only friend I ever had.
because I knew you.
And I've had so many friends.
Even one movie later, Glinda's still a little egotistical.
But only one that mattered.
Ooh, the final showdown.
I'm off to see the wizard.
All right, so I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit excited about it. I mean, I did enjoy the first one a lot. Like, I enjoyed the little tie-ins they had to The Wizard of Oz. Songs are very catchy. The performances were all great. And now it looks like they're getting a part 2. Well, obviously they have to conclude the story of what happened. This is basically my introduction to Wicked in general, because I've never read the book. I never saw the Broadway musical. So I went into this movie knowing practically basically little to none about what it was actually about. Other than that, it's about the Wicked Witch of the West and from her perspective and how she and Glinda were once friends. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious to see what they do. It doesn't look like they're really gonna show Dorothy's face. In fact, I don't know if they're gonna show her and like, you know, the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion all that much, which to be honest, I wouldn't mind because we've already seen their adventure before in the original Wizard of Oz. So maybe this is just showing us what happens when, like, you know, they're like off to the side and like, you know, Glinda and Elphaba are interacting with each other or interacting with different people. So I will go see this movie and I will give you all my general thoughts afterwards. Wicked for Good is directed once again by John M. Chu and stars Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. This is the second part of the adaptation of the hit Broadway musical. After becoming the Wicked Witch of the West, Elphaba must conduct a plan to take down the Wizard of Oz and reveal the truth. Now, before I give you my thoughts on this sequel, I should probably give you my thoughts on the first part. I liked it, despite not knowing much about the musical or even the book for that matter. I thought the performances were great, especially from our main leads. I liked the visuals the movie gave us, and I admit the songs were actually really catchy. So obviously there was a lot of hype surrounding this part 2. Does the sequel carry the same magic as its predecessor? Well, after seeing it in theaters, I have to say it's decent. Not the best, but I've seen worse. I think I should start with the performances again. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande crush it. I really buy that they were once friends who were driven apart through lies and betrayal. And there's even more of that down the road, not just with Elphaba and Glinda, but the other characters we're introduced to. You can really feel the tension between the actors that we know these characters are going to have to go through some changes and live with the consequences. I feel like Jeff Goldblum as the wizard had a better part in this act rather than act 2. He does lie and deceive, and you really start to despise his character. I also have to give credit to the visuals and production design. The cinematography is done by Miss Alice Brooks, who not only did the first Wicked film, but also did some other musical films like Into the Heights, which was also directed by John M. Chu, and Tick Tick Boom. The world building was great, everything looked nice. The colors really popped on the screen. I know I said I'm more of a fan of practical effects, but I will appreciate CG if it's not done to death, or it just looks plain terrible. The production design credit is given to Mr. Nathan Crowley. Aside from Wicked, he also had a hand in a few Christopher Nolan projects, like Dunkirk, The Prestige, and Interstellar. So it's safe to say he's worked in quite a few good movies. I like many of the scenes we were given, more specifically the room with the wizard head and the castle where we get the big climax of the song For Good. I will be honest though, when the first act I couldn't remember all the songs from the first part. There are really only 2 songs in this part that I think really stood out. That being No Good Deed Goes Unpunished and For Good. Just that those were spectacles to watch on the big screen, it makes songs just don't seem that memorable. Another issue I have is the pacing. Like I said, I haven't seen the musical, but just felt like the first act flowed more naturally than the second one. It allowed everything to be established and for us to see a budding relationship between Elphaba and Glinda and throw in Fiyero for a love triangle. I know people either love or hate love triangles. I just felt like this one ran its course and didn't need to dive any further. Back to the pacing. It felt like while the first part felt like a solid runtime despite being 2 hours and 40 minutes, the sequel felt so fast yet so slow at the same time. I felt like once Dorothy comes to the mix, then it felt like the movie was on a speed run to get to the end. The movie was flowing just fine up until that one moment. I also felt like there may have been a few scenes removed that maybe scratched my head a little. It seemed like some things were missing or they just didn't seem to get a proper conclusion. In the end, Wicked for Good is by no means perfect, but I still enjoyed it fine. With standout performances, a few good songs, and some nice visuals, I'd say if you're like me going into it with little knowledge, I'd say you'd be fine with it. My grade for Wicked for Good will be a B. Thank you all for watching this review. I hope you all enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Will Bromlick, and I will see you at the movies. Save a seat for me.
For over 40 years, SCM
has been the voice of our town,
bringing us together through local programming,
education,
and live broadcasts.
SCM isn't just about television.
It's about empowering our community,
ensuring our voices are heard during government meetings,
and celebrating milestones
like our high school graduations.
But today, SCM faces a challenge.
Our funding structure is based on television subscriptions.
And it's no secret, people have been cutting the cord.
With a shift to internet-only subscriptions,
SCM receives less revenue,
even though all our programming is freely available online.
We need your support.
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 Your donation can make a difference.
It will ensure that SCM remains open,
continues to educate our youth,
and keeps our community informed.
Thanks to SCM, I've been honing my creative skills, helping me work towards my college degree.
SCM is crucial for keeping our community connected.
SCM isn't just here to broadcast local events. They're actually preserving Simsbury's history.
Join us.
Join us in preserving Simsbury's voice.
Simsbury's voice.
Together we can ensure that SCM continues to thrive
for generations to come.
Visit our website
or scan the QR code on your screen to make your donation.
Every contribution
counts.
Thank you for supporting Simsbury Community Media,
where your town,
your schools,
and your government
come together.